Gosh dang kids. Hey Becky. About that job. She says, you didn't really get it, do you? I'd be amazed. No, sorry. Doesn't tell me anything. Zero tolerance. Oh, okay. Oh! Leanne. She's a patron of Becky's bar, apparently. She says, why, hello! Nice to see a new face around here. My name's Leanne. How are you? Care to sit down? Great! How are things with you? She says, oh, very good. Thanks for asking. Becky has such an interesting family history. Do you have one yourself? The family history? Yeah, so this goes back to the backstory of the Chosen One and the Vault Dweller. So yeah, my ancestors supposedly saved the world from someone called the Master. She says, how interesting. That reminds me of a story I heard long time ago. Something about a master. Really, what was it? She says, well, this might take a bit. Be a gentleman and buy me a drink. Wouldn't you please? Not whiskey, though. Nuka-Cola, please. Sure. Leanne says, thanks. Now let's see. I remember my mom telling me about this huge migration that happened 70 or was it 80 years ago? Please go on. She says, really big mutants with weapons as tall as you and me came from the south. Mom said it looked like a big migration of some sort. How many? She says, I don't know, but there were multiple groups of them. Some would continue north, others headed east. No one knew where they were going. Go on. Leanne says, they were quite upset and seemed to be fleeing from something. Really? She says, yeah, there were also others in dirty, tattered purple robes. They kept babbling about how the master was dead. Interesting. She says, some of them even committed suicide right here in town. So... She says, well, don't you see? They were talking about the master, the one your ancestor killed. Wow. Thanks, Leanne, for the story. She says, my pleasure, bye. Oh! Oh, wow. This gave me 350 experience points for learning the story of the master. That's cool. She says, thanks for the drink. That's awesome. Oh! Fred's right here. What's he doing at the bar? Alright. Here's Fred. He says, huh? Do I know you? What do you want? I'm here to collect money you owe someone. He says, what are you talking about? I don't know anyone anything. Who the heck are you talking about? Becky says you owe her 5... No. We don't owe... He doesn't owe 500. Say Becky sent me. He says, yeah, sure she did. Everyone knows she hates that name. You're not fooling me. She said you were forgetful. Fred says, I am not. Wait. There was that one time. Didn't I pay her back? I thought I did. No, you didn't. That's why she sent me. Dang. I think you're right, but I'm almost broke. I can't afford that kind of money. I've got to eat, you know. Sorry. He says, ah, dang it. I can barely afford 100. Can you spot me half? I promise I'll pay you back. Alright, fine. Fred says, what? Really? Wow. Thanks a lot, man. Here's $100. I'll get the other 100 to you as soon as possible. Alright, thank you. Fred says, say, you know what? That 100's really gonna, delay things. Do you think I could borrow a little bit back? How much? Just 50, please. It's all part of the master plan. Alright. Fred says, what? Dang. You won't regret this. I'm good for it. No problem. Alright. So I'm essentially spotting Fred for like 100 and, yeah, 150-ish. Because he essentially gave me 50. So let's talk to Becky. Becky says, something for you today. How about a drink? About that job, Rebecca. She says, you didn't really get it, did you? I'd be amazed. Yes, I did. She says, I can't believe it. How did you do it? Oh, never mind. I'm just stunned, that's all. To show my appreciation, I'll split it with you. Right down the middle. Thank you again. That was very honest of you. So, I actually, in full reality, spent, what, 50? There's a lot of money changing going around. You're welcome. Okay. Well, that's interesting that Fred is in here rather than in the poorhouse kind of thing. Very interesting. Okay, so we've got to talk to Lara still. Making the move on the church. Lara. Laura asks, so did you talk to him yet? What did he say? He said, yes, if you win, you can have the job like before. She says, great, I was hoping as much. I hear he's been complaining about them recently. Here's your money. I assume there's something else now? She says, we can't take them at their present strength. They have extra funding and slightly outnumber us. If you can find some kind of weakness we could use to balance out the odds or something we can exploit. All right, how much? She says, we'll give you $150. There's no way we can get close enough to find out by ourselves. All right. Okay. Let's go next door and see what we can find out. Back to the church to speak to Tyler. He's kind of a dum-dum. He says, yes, how's it going? Tyler says, actually great. Almost forgot. A buddy of mine won it big at one of the tables, and he's sharing the wealth, if you know what I mean. Big plans then. He says, yeah, he's throwing a party night at his place. Should be a blast. Down a few brews for me. You better believe it. We're gonna drink till we drop. Alright. That was easy enough. Found a weakness in Tyler's gang. Boom. Did it. Back to Lara. One more time. One more time. She says, did you find anything? They're having a party tonight. She says, excellent. They're sure to leave a skeleton crew. Those should be good odds. We'll take out those at the party after we hit the church. And my money? She says, I don't think so. You'll have to come with us if you want your money. You won't have to fight, but you just have to be sure it's not a trap. We'll give you $300 total. All right, let's do it. Okay, this is the one time it's got to be nighttime. Until they run in. This is going to be a fun fight. It's an actual fight in the den. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's not much fighting in the den. My apologies for those of you who are hoping for a lot more combat. The den is a lot more kind of narrative focused. Well, I think it's a taste of what we'll get in New Reno as well. But not to worry, the dialogue itself and the story and stuff like that will probably keep you drawn in if you're paying attention. So, just a little reminder for those of you watching. Maxine's Hideout added a question saying, hey Caedo, one thing I wonder out of all the weapons in video games or just Fallout, which have been your all-time favorite? I did answer this question a couple of episodes ago, I think. And I answered with things like the Bozar and the Mega Power Fist and the Power Fist and probably some other stuff that I'm forgetting. But I do remember that I thought about it afterwards and it was the Pancore Jackhammer. The Pancore Jackhammer is freaking awesome in Fallout 2. It's a fully automatic shotgun. I believe it's at the top tier of automatic shotguns, and it will just shred groups of enemies in a wonderful cone in front of whoever's wielding this thing. Unfortunately, the Pancore Jackhammer did not come back in the later Fallout games, but fortunately, in Wasteland 2 and Wasteland 3, they brought it back as simply the Jackhammer, and it's just as devastating in those games as it was in this one. So, if you want some amazing shotgun shredding, cone of effect type action, get yourself a jackhammer and have some fun with your shotgun character. Well, that's good to know. I love being in the middle. So let's go for headshot. All right, 6 hit points. Miss. Ow. Ow, these people have guns. Ah. I'm glad I'm a little tankier than maybe the Fallout 1 playthrough. Got another question by Chronic Commenter Against All Odds 20. Love your comments, man. Out of all the weapons and armor in Fallout 2, what would you like to see return in a modern Fallout game? And it's funny that this followed up the question from Maxine's Hideout because the Pancore Jackhammer is sorely missed by me in the newer Fallout games. So I guess I would go with the Pancore Jackhammer as one of them. Also, I know that in the Gunrunner's Arsenal expansion for Fallout New Vegas, the Bozar was added. I would like to see, you know, a Bozar added to like Fallout 76 at the very least. If not, whatever future Fallout game we will get. It's gonna be a long time for the next like mainline single player Fallout game. So I think, yeah, I think I would like to see the Bozar and the Pancore Jackhammer return. I've already got quite a bit of satisfaction out of, you know, the unarmed weapons that have been brought in and reintroduced and stuff like that. Thank you for the question. Ow! So many people are shooting me. Headshot. I'm gonna go over here. Sulik, protect me. One change that happened in Fallout 2 as well is you can tell who your allies are because they have a green highlight rather than red. In Fallout 1 it was all red highlights. Well, that's my first death.
You have died. Your village is lost, doomed to die of starvation.
Thanks, Ron Perlman. Hey, first death. All right, we're back in Eastside. Fight's about to start. And this time I'm not gonna sacrifice my body to those numerous bullets of their guns. I made the mistake of continuing into the chapel or the church without ending combat. So when combat initiated, I was the only target. At least that's how I think it happened. This man is dead. Oh, there we go. She says, here's your money. Can I loot this man, please? Why not? There's so much of the church in the way. There's Sulik in the way, too. Aha! I can loot his right hand. Okay, so I always tend to unload my guns, or unload guns before I pick them up. Very helpful. Question is combat gonna start when I walk in? Oh. So... so I guess she just took over gang operations. Alright. That's fine, Lara. She says, we did it, yay! Alright, what do we have left? We have the ghost. We have the ghost of the den. Is she here right now? It is nighttime. Can I open this door? Why can't I open this door? Can I kick this door? Oh, she's right there. Ah! It's a ghost! I'm gonna kick this door down first, though. Take that door. Broken. Sup, nerd? What's this about an attraction? This man says, hello, welcome, salutations. I am the great Ananias. He offers you a slight bow with a flourish. I bring mysteries from near and far, friend. Mysteries from a world beyond our own, of the netherworld. What kind of mysteries? He says, I know things that mere mortal man is not meant to know. They are a lot. Oh, sorry. Got a little carried away there for a moment. I have tales of a ghost that haunts these very grounds, as well as a genuine Egyptian mummy that you can see right here in this marvelous sarcophagus. Well, I've just got to hear the ghost story. Do I get a nice cup of hot cocoa to go with it? Ananias says, well, you see, he motions you closer. There was once a great queen that ruled over the surrounding town. She kept her throne by virtue of a special amulet that she kept around her neck at all times. Great stuff, huh? Yeah, I bet. So this princess had a magic amulet. Oh, do go on. I just can't stand this level suspension much longer. He says, well, I'll cut to the chase then. So the evil wizard poisoned the young princess and took her amulet. She's been wandering around the room next door ever since. Well, that is just at the witching hour anyway. That's why I keep the door locked. Pretty darn scary, huh? So let me get this straight. A ghost of an amuletless princess in a trash room next door? That's it? I can't believe you're peddling that as a story. I'd rather hear about the stupid mummy you're supposed to have here. He says, no, my friend, a mummy. Straight from the sands of ancient Egypt to the sands of the wastes. Exclusively for you to see. Alright, I'll bite. How much to see the wizened corpse? He says, for a person of your obvious class, I would be happy to show this unique and historic specimen to you for a mere $25. Alright, I'll cough up the dough. Now show me the mummy. He says, simply open the sarcophagus lid and the marvelous mummy will be revealed in all its ancient glory to you. But please, no touching and no flash photography. That's funny, because I don't think anybody has a working camera. Great! Ananias says, here you go, presenting the mummy! A crypt-like door swings open to reveal a genuine Egyptian mummy standing in open sarcophagus that looks as though it's made out of pure gold. Oh man, that's a mummy? I can't believe I just paid $25 to see a 6-foot hunk of jerky. Goodbye. Yeah. When you learn more about the wastes, you'll find out that the mummy is not really a mummy. I'm sure you can guess what it is otherwise. But, yeah, so we've got a ghost. That's what the dialogue or the log says. Let's speak to the ghost. She says, oh, the pain, it burns so. What's the matter? She says, where is it? I cannot find it. I'm lost. Oh. I said, what are you looking for? Maybe I can help. She says, my locket, it's gone. Thief, thief. Can I help you find it? She says, oh, cruel fate. You can't hear me, can you? Okay, let's talk to the ghost again. Who are you? She says, I stop and knock at every door, but no one comes. No one hears. I could reply with, I think you need to turn off your stealth boy, ma'am. I don't think there's any stealth boys in Fallout 2, by the way. But yeah, clearly referencing Fallout 1. I can hear you. What's the matter? She says, where is it? I cannot find it. I'm lost. Oh. You really need to stop moaning and groaning and start making some sense. She says, oh, cruel fate. Later, ghost girl. Okay, well that doesn't tell me much. I get a name though. Her name is Anna the Ghost. Let me talk to Ananias again. He doesn't have anything to say about the ghost. I'm trying to figure out what makes the connection between the ghost and these gangsters over here. So we're gonna keep it at nighttime. We're gonna talk to little people over here, the thugs, and see if we can make any headway. He says, hey man, I'm Joey. What are you doing on my turf? Maybe I'm looking for you. He says, hey, I got some jet. It's really great stuff. Brand new from Reno. Want some? How much? He says, for you, I will sell jet for $500. Wow. No thanks, but I would like to ask you something. What's the deal with the old church and those guards? He says, you been sleeping? Turns out that Laura's a mean little nice lady after all. She gunned Tyler down. I hear Metzger was in on it. Well, I better get back to work. I want to ask you about something else. Have you heard about Vault 13? He says, Vault. Vault 13? Nope, never heard of it. Don't tell me they've come up with another new chem. Nothing can beat jet. Yes, a wonderful chem. He says, hey, I got some jet. I want info. See you around. I keep forgetting how to progress the Anna Winslow story. Because he has the locket. But anyway, I'm going to talk to Becky again. Any more work for me? She says, Derek borrowed a book of mine a while back. I'll pay $80 if you can get it back for me. Tell me more. She says, the book was The Lavender Flower. Derek should be over around Mom's on the east side. Alright, sounds easy. We already have the book, but we're gonna follow through on this quest anyway. We'll pass it. We'll pass time to daytime for now. Till I can figure out what the gosh dang heck to do with Anna's ghost. Going next door. Okay. So here's the graveyard. We can dig up all these graves and loot them. We get the gravedigger perk or trait. It says looking for freshly baked bread. Yes. He says, "Ha, so am I. Have I told you what a great cook I am? Becky won't hire me for some reason. Says I'm unstable." I'm looking for Becky's book. He says, "Oh yeah, I didn't like it. Too much kissing. I threw it in the corner of that building. No, that building. No. Was it a building? Maybe I dropped it somewhere else. Or did I throw it? Ow, my head. Okay, I can't push this man. This might be a problem. Not good. Oh well. Well, we've already picked up the book, so. Special thanks to Wasteland Legends Sven and the rest of my patrons on screen now. You can catch future episodes of this playthrough on Wednesdays and Fridays, noon and 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm Caedo Genesis. May you wander the wasteland like you own it.